If I asked you to describe a billionaire, you would not describe Brian Chesky. You would imagine someone who's dressed properly, flies a private jet, makes great decisions, and executes fearlessly. Not a young man who's in debt, gluing cereal boxes with his co-founders on the floor and praying his idea doesn't die the next month. But that was Brian Chesky. In 2008, Airbnb was not a global success as we know it to be today. Investors had rejected them repeatedly. His parents were worried for him. Brian Chesky himself admitted to having fears of becoming that 27-year-old who had wasted his life on a foolish idea. But in the middle of that, he did something that did not feel like the typical billionaire move. He and his co-founders, Joe and Nathan, bought cheap cereal in bulk, packaged them in election team boxes they had designed, and sat down to hand glue them one by one to raise money for their failing business. They sold them not because it was glamorous, but just to keep the company alive for one more month. They didn't look like courage from the movies we see, but that decision to make a move despite the prevailing circumstances kept them in the game long enough to get into Y Combinator and eventually build a multi-billion-dollar Airbnb the world knows today. So here's the point. Fear is not always a sign to stop. Many times, fear is a sign you're about to do something that actually matters. And the lesson here is to treat courage like a life skill that must be developed. Send the application even if your heart is pounding. Have the hard conversation even if your voice keeps cracking. Start the project even if your first attempt looks small and rough. That's how to school yourself in becoming more confident. You do it scared today, so you do it stronger tomorrow. And one day, people will call you bold and fearless in rooms they never knew how afraid you were. But by then, your courage will have become a habit.